I want to get intimate. I'm my bougie materialistic girl too. I crashed my car. I don't know what I was on making this list at 42. Ooh, I need to be meeting someone like yesterday. I went through a really bad breakup block.
You'll get every little bit. You ain't never seen a drip like this. Heaven at your fingertips. Don't you let a minute slip just.
Hi angels, my name is Heaven and today I'm going to be giving you the 21 things I've learned in my 21 years of life. Let's get into it. Okay angels, I wanted to do this video because this entire summer and just the past couple videos that have been out have been vlogs, which are super cute and fun, but I want to get intimate. And there's so much I've learned in my 21 years of life. I'm kind of old and mature and grown or whatever. So the first one that I think is most important, honestly, is loving yourself is more important than anything. I did not mean to get too deep so quick, but I've just been on this like self-love journey. I went through a really bad breakup last year, and this whole last year has been the best year of my life. Loving myself, learning how I want to be loved, learning that it's okay to be alone, and loving yourself gets you through that. Like, you cannot be in love unless you fully love yourself, let's put it at that, and you love God and all of that in harmony. That is most important. So love yourself above all things, which leads me into my second one. If you guys aren't new here as well, I am Christian. So like, if you guys want my testimony, let me know. I don't really talk about my faith too much on my channel, but as I was going into the first one, talking about how no one can love you more than yourself and God, this brings me to number 2, love God above all things. Truly and most importantly, that's what I live by. There's this like one saying in just my religion, the golden rule. Love yourself, or whoa, treat others how you want to be treated. That I feel like goes with this, because love yourself how God loves you, and you'll love people how God loves you, and you love yourself how other people love you. I don't know if that made any sense, but if you take the love from God and amplify that into the people in your relationships, then I feel like I'm doing my part in the world, and just keeping God as my top priority is something I've learned that brings me peace of mind in my day-to-day life and eases my anxiety and pain. Okay, number 3, we can get a little bit lighthearted again. I feel like I should have done a mukbang, but like, no. Should I start a podcast? No. Traveling is the best luxury anyone could have. I had the privilege, and I say privilege heavily, to travel this summer, God willing. I've learned that's the best luxury in life, more than a designer purse, more than a designer heels, which don't get me wrong, I'm my bougie materialistic girl too, but traveling is truly the best luxury. If you have the opportunity to travel, do it. Do it as soon as your parents allow, as your finances allow. Go and travel the world. I was able to see so many new places this summer, meet so many new people, and not only that, learn about new cultures and myself. I could go as far to say as traveling could be even an educational source as well. Like, if you're not in school, if you just really want to learn, if you're well traveled, I feel like it just hones you as a well-being as well. Okay. Number 4. Okay, this is a really good one. The world is too big. And I say this in a way for my girls that are like tripping over the little things or just drama. The world is too big, girl. I was caught up. I'm the type of girl, I grew up in a small city, went to a small high school, everyone knows everyone, and then you get out into the world and you realize that none of like the drama or none of the problems are real problems. They're so microscopic. Boys especially, things that you have no control over. Which brings me into number 5, invest in good friendships. I have the best friends in the world. I don't know how I got so lucky. If you really invest into friendships, for my girlies who are going into college, who haven't gone into college, sometimes you get nervous because of just the new social dynamic and environment you're in. But I met one of my best friends in college. I had some childhood best friends. I had high school best friends. So meeting best friends at every stage of your life is truly the greatest gift. Have your girlfriends, and shout out to all my amazing friends. Insert a clip of them. Okay, number 6. I don't know what I was on making this list because it goes like super surface level to super deep, but we're just gonna follow me on this little wave we're going on, because number 6 is Comparison is the easiest way to unhappiness, and I feel like that's something I've struggled with in my 21 years of life. I constantly comparing myself or getting compared to. It's so toxic. Just know you are your own being. There's no one like you. No one do it better than you, girl. And just have that mentality that no one is like you. Even if you have an identical twin, she is not like you, because no one's like you. Okay, number 7, take care of your body and treat it as a temple. This can go in some very different ways. This is really important to me. Just as a child and daughter of God, I try to keep myself as temple as possible. Just know, don't let many people have access to you. Take care of your body. Don't drink, or if you do drink, drink in moderation. Don't smoke, or if you do smoke, smoke in moderation. But that's just my thing I've learned. I'm not here to be giving, like, you guys can take this advice or don't take this advice. For me, I try to keep my body as a temple. In my 21 years of life, I've learned that this is the one being I am gonna be in, so I gotta take care of it. Number 8, sometimes things don't go as planned, but just know it's for his plan. I like that I finished that out because that's very valid. Thank you, future past Heaven. I am a control freak, plan my whole life out to what dogs I want to have in the future, but I also just give myself some grace and peace that no, things aren't going to go always as planned, but that is totally okay, and to know that, okay, if I'm getting rerouted, it is for a purpose. Number 9, spend time with your family. This is a really big one. For me, I'm a big family girl. Spending time with the people you love, because you don't know how long they're gonna be here. I've had experiences where I've lost the closest person to me, and it tore me into shreds, and I wish I would have spent more time with her. I would just say, spend more time with your family while they're here. Spend time especially with your grandparents. Just, even if you feel lazy or you're annoyed or you have something better to do, just cut out the time. Send them a text. I feel like that's the best one of top 3 advices I could give. Spend time with your family. And number 10, having a pretty heart is the most beautiful thing you can have. I'm a firm believer in that. If you are just obviously so stunning, but you just are mean, so it's like, I don't even know the algebra term, but it cancels out. So that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. I've just learned being as nice as you can is the best thing you can do, because being kind is free, being nice is free. It takes more energy to be mean. So always have the purest intentions when you can and be as nice as possible. It's only gonna add to your aura. Okay, number 11, eat whatever you want, girl. Eat whatever you want. I've had times where I've struggled with eating, being in modeling. Sometimes you just like feel like, oh, I can't eat, or like the term like big back. Eat whatever you want. Eat whatever makes you happy. I'm a firm believer, and I think this is also in one of my lists. Do what makes you happy. Yes, it's here at number 18. Do whatever makes you happy, because you don't know when your last day is going to be your last. And if the last day I regretted eating a Caesar salad instead of going to crumble cookie, when on my last day on earth I could have had crumble cookie, I would have done it. And I know that's probably not the best example, but that's the example that I have. I hope my camera wasn't unfocused for all of that. We're gonna get into number 12. Post those silly TikToks, girl. Post them, because that's what I did, and I don't know what possessed me to do it, but I did it. I have this new outlet and community of people that I feel like I would have never reached if I didn't post those TikToks. So this is your sign to post those TikToks. I know you have them in your draft. Who cares if they get 10 likes, 7 likes? Do it. I promise you, consistency is one of the best things, okay? And if you guys want a video on how to get on social media, I also got you. I'm just big sis Heaven for real. Like, my messages are always open. I will always answer, and let's just leave it at that. Number 13, have a safe place. Okay, this is just for the peace of your well-being. I've learned having a safe place is so important to come home, to land to. Mine is my church. If you don't have a church, just having a sanctuary, having a healthy home, having a safe environment is so important. I've been blessed to have amazing parents and family that support me and always have my back, that I can come home to. So creating a safe place for you is really important, and if you have the ability to do that, because I promise it will just better your peace in general. Number 14, anything is possible if you work for it. I don't know, some people could call me naive, but I've learned in my 21 years that just work to the ground if you really want it. And I promise you, there's no way you couldn't obtain it. If you're gonna not work hard and you expect to have it, obviously I don't think it would work, but that's my mentality. I'm just like, if I work so hard, if I study so hard, there's no way I'm not getting an A on this test. There's no way I'm not gonna achieve this goal because I'm putting my 100% into it. Hopefully I can get to continue that in my next 21 years. I can look back at this at 42. Ooh. Dang, that would be actually wild. Definitely work as hard as you can and anything will be in reach for you. Number 15, spend more on what's worth it. This is my material girl coming out. I will spend more on what's worth it, whether that's like fine jewelry, hair care, like for example, Fenty hair. This is not sponsored. My favorite product I've ever received in PR. I will spend $36, I think it is, on a product because it is so good versus just me like spending like $10, $8 on a product that like will damage my hair. You get the point. So spend that extra money, girl. Money will come back. I'm a firm believer. Money will come back. We receive and we flow. This is funny because you guys get to see my whole personality just roll out in like a 20-minute video. So this is great. We're on number 16. Protect your peace. Block that person, unfollow that person, mute their stories. Oh my gosh, has muting posts and stories protected my peace? 120%. I'm the type where I will mute. If it comes to it, I will block, because I'm not gonna just keep you on my timeline because I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. So protect your peace, whether that's like through social media, blocking, you know, content that could be offensive to you, food content, like just block it, okay? Number 17, never settle. And I need to take my advice. So I'm gonna work on that one. But in my 21 years, I've learned never to settle. And I'm learning in the past even month or 2 months that there will be somebody that will come in and do everything that you expect and you want. Even when it comes to a job, don't settle, because there's always something for you. And I don't know, I really don't mean to sound like naive, like don't settle, work hard, but never settle. If you settle, you're just gonna be unhappy of what it could have been, what like the capacity that they're settling in, like that extra gap that they're not reaching. Who could reach it? How could it be reached? Like, just don't. And number 18, I glazed over this earlier with another one, but do whatever makes you happy. You only live once. Let that sink in. So do whatever makes you happy, because that's what I've learned. Like sometimes I'll do stuff that I'll just be like, why did I do this? My time could have been so much better spent if I didn't do this, and I was just doing this either to make someone else happy or whatever. But just do what makes you happy, because why wouldn't you? Like, why wouldn't you? Obviously sometimes there'll be times where like you need to sacrifice your happiness for someone else, which I get, but always just make sure 8 times, 9 times out of 10, you're just making sure you're putting your peace, your happiness, and well-being top priority as well. Number 19, when things are rushed and it stresses you out, it's not for you. I am actually laughing at this because I crashed my car, and yes, I'm sitting in my crashed car because she was rushing out the house and didn't stop at a stop sign, and I rammed into a car. And I've learned through that experience never to rush, because I was rushing, I didn't like my outfit, I was running late, but I had to make it there, and I crashed my car. Take this time to slow down, because 20s can go so fast. You want to soak in every single moment. Don't stress out. And if it stresses you out, maybe it's just not for you. It's God telling you, hey, stop, slow down, don't do it, okay? It is actually so hot in here as well. Sorry if I'm like melting. But number 20, the boy, the man, the girl, whoever you want will come. I tell myself that because I get so caught up. I need to be meeting someone like yesterday if I wanted to be married by XYZ age, you know. Like, it will come and you will meet that person when you need to meet that person, and all in God's timing again. So I hope I look back at this video and I'll be like, good job, girl, you waited, you got that man. But yes, just the boy will come. Everything else you need to focus on, like school, work, career, the boy will follow, the boy will come. Don't trip, chocolate chip. Okay, and number 21 is the best advice I've ever received is run and pray. I don't know if you guys heard of this saying, but pray always. It's the best way, you know, for God to hear your prayers, for prayers to be answered. But along with that, run. Work hard. They say the saying where it's like, you can't pray you're gonna catch the bus and miss the bus. No, you have to run and pray you're gonna catch that bus, because you have your power and God's power working in one. Like, you gotta combine the two. So in my 20s, I plan to like work with God, with myself together in one, running and praying through my 20s and the rest of my life. And that is 21 things I've learned in my 21 years of life. I hope this helped for my girls who are entering their 20s young. Those are just some things I've learned in my experience. Maybe some other people haven't experienced this, but I really enjoy just yapping. I'm a yapper. So if you enjoy more of me yapping, comment an angel below, an angel emoji down below. But I love you guys so much. So much. It's my birthday, so wish me happy birthday. I'm gonna pull up my angel shout out of the week really quickly. Today's angel shout out, Naturally Allie. Okay, Naturally Allie, I hope I spelled this right. It's Allie Masters at Natural Allie. Thank you so much for all your support and sweet comments on my page. I love you, girl. You're my angel shout out, and I love each and every one of you. I'll see you guys next week, and bye.